So it is blurred, but I'll have you know that they didn't truly need to blur it. This guy was, he just wasn't equipped to. Yeah, I'll
Hey,
put it
it
down.
was in the pool.
Nah, bro. Is there like audio in that?
Hold on, not yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you got. It's totally. Look, it's totally.
Yeah.
Go big.
Do you think?
Why am I not hearing it?
Did you get that? Yeah, I got that.
I hear
We hear it.
All right, start that shit over. Hold on.
I'm not
So it
hearing it.
doesn't ever have the video of him actually jumping in? Oh, it did, right?
Yeah, that was him jumping in right there.
Yeah, I got that.
The cops were already there.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh, send me a picture of that.
He was like having an episode or something. It's just like it tells you a little bit about the story.
Well, that wasn't smart.
I was gonna do it again.
He dives in.
I mean, there was something about the arch of the water underneath. It was kind of majestic.
It was a little bit
I just
majestic.
want that bass to go up there and think it's food.
Moron.
I
That
think
would
the
be more
bass
fun.
would have problems finding it as well. Like literally, you don't even have to blur it. It was unblurred on Twitter, and
All right, look, it was cold outside. Okay,
look, man,
The water was cold.
He
it
was
was
in
just
the
a little
pool.
cold.
I for a moment thought this was like
Oh!
Oh shit!
Oh my god,
Yeah, that hurt.
Ow.
dumbass!
Dumbass.
Why? Some people
Is
say
it a taser? Does he have a
Yeah, he
taser
does.
out?
Yeah, but that okay. Pause that for a second. Just please pause that.
So
There is
what's with
water
the taser?
and electricity.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that real quick? Can we talk about how bad that is right there? Like, I wish he would have tased him because that would have made this whole video completely different in the news media, and I would have laughed.
Hilarious.
It would have. I mean, not really. Honestly, that would have been horrible because that would have been cruel and unusual punishment.
Well,
And he probably would have shrunk a little bit more. But like, you don't do that. Like, look, the taser is right there.
That's how you get superpowers in comic books.
You know what? Like, okay,
You-
keep playing it. The dude's gonna get arrested, and I don't like it. Like, I wish because of the taser happened, he would have just skirted on out of there,
Well, he's wet. He ought to be able to slide across.
all
the
2
floor
inches and
pretty
all.
you might be generous.
good. It does
I
not
don't know.
really matter at this point.
I just think it's
Like,
yeah, tasing would have been insulting after that.
I can't. Like,
Oh no, he needs to be taken
Oh.
now. He just kicked the cop.
okay, they're not real cops because a real cop would not even pull a taser out when there's water out there,
Shit.
What? Why is this?
and or dragging him like that. That's how you dislocate and break. Oh my god.
No, I would do it
So you
too.
fuck up his
cannot.
shoulder.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Okay, this dude doesn't have a dick. After being fucking drugged
It wasn't
about,
there before. Just- the pictures like on Twitter, like there's literally nothing. You don't even have to blur.
I don't.
Well, okay. Well, about the taser thing.
There's so much there that just
Okay.
hurts my nerves.
The taser thing, right?
And
what
then
would it
dragging
matter?
him by his arms.
Well, those guys have rubber-soled boots on, right? Why would the taser matter if it's wet floor? It wouldn't like hit
because
them,
it
right?
matters to the guy that gets tased. That's how you
does it?
die.
Yeah,
Yes.
it dissipates the shock across his entire body instead of direct, one spot.
No, it goes. That's how you die. Like flames and water with a taser do not mix. 100,000%. That
So-
is like when they teach you how to
gas
use a
and
taser.
water.
Those are literally the two things: fuel and water. No
Yeah.
go.
Well, I guess I'm trying to understand what makes it different from being
So,
the guy's
electricity,
wet.
right?
Right. I understand how. Yeah, that. But if no one's touching him and the guy's just in water or whatever, laying in some water, and you tase him, like how does it harm him more than it already does?
So think about
might-
flooding waters and a down power line in water.
Yeah. So he becomes
That's exactly what that. Yes.
so he just becomes the conductor of that electricity
Yes.
into the water, perhaps. But does that hurt him more, or is it just
an hour?
other people that could be contacting it?
It
Like,
Go
I
ahead.
don't know. I'm trying to figure out.
I would say maybe it could transfer it across the, to where the electricity goes across the heart, kill them.
I'm not worried about the other people around because, like you said, there are rubber-soled shoes, and most shoes do have some sort of rubber, so it's non-conductive.
Right.
It's more along the lines of the person getting tased.
Yeah.
Like that is almost automatic death for somebody being under fuel or water.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand why it is automatic death, I guess.
So think of it this way. He's in water, right? Because you saw the water on the ground. They tase him. Think about one person getting struck by lightning.
Yeah.
The survivability rate of somebody getting struck by lightning, that's almost on the same plane. Not as many volts. Not saying that, but it literally, like Rebel said, all those volts are going to go straight to the heart. All the things like it.
So when you get shot with a taser, it's only going between the 2 points. Is that what
It also says that it can be amplified and cause to a stronger shock than intended.
So a taser is about 50,000 volts already.
Right. Yeah.
Just on a regular. And then add the water to it. Okay. And yes, it can amplify.
I'm trying to understand how water becomes an amplifier for voltage, not just a
think
conductor.
about electricity and water. It's
just a
the same
conductor.
thing. Yeah.
So it would just transfer the energy, right? So like if you shot 50,000 volts, it's still 50,000 volts.
And now,
It doesn't become
so
100.
all right. So here, close that out.
Taser
real
underwater. So I guess I'm just trying to understand why it's more dangerous.
Hold on. I'm going to show you. So think about a taser, right?
Mhm.
I get hit here and I get hit here.
Yeah.
Okay. This is where the electricity goes.
Between the two probes, right? Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because they go in the skin, right?
To
They
the probes.
pop in the
Yes.
skin a little bit, and the electricity is meant to just zap between the two.
So when you
Gotcha.
have water, right? Now it's
All
going to
right.
be your entire body.
Yeah. So now it makes sense to me.
And a little bit, my ass. Them
Yeah.
prongs is no joke.
Well,
I'd rather get hit by prongs and fucking gator clips all day though.
so
Yeah.
okay, now I understand now because it is now not just between the 2 points when you're wet. That electrical shock is now dissipating out through the water and touching the rest of his body.
Yeah, the water's
Well,
a better
yeah.
conductor.
Gotcha.
And he's wet on his face, and
Yeah.
there's electricity that's going on in the brain too. Like that causes
Yeah.
aneurysms, all kinds of crazy shit. Like
so
that.
it could,
and-
it could travel
can kill
everywhere.
you.
Okay.
Yes, it'll kill you.
Oh, I got you now.
And
now I understand.
And honestly, water is worse than fuel when it comes to a taser.
Okay, but in a comedic world, the soles of the shoes wouldn't have mattered. They would have tased the dude, and all three of them just kind of would have went stiff and fell, and it would have been hilarious.
All right, so rubber. Okay, yes, it is a non-conductor, but you will still feel something. It would be like putting your tongue to a fucking 9-volt battery.
like a little
They would have felt it
buzz.
too. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
If the guy was touching him, like he had skin
Yeah,
contact
yeah.
with him, he would have gotten that for sure.
Yes,
because of the,
100%.
If it hit
the
the
wetness.
water.
Because that would have traveled on the water, right?
If it touched the water, yeah.
Right.
Because when you get tased, you're being held by people,
Yeah.
or you're holding somebody who's getting tased. You don't feel it
But
at
it's-
all.
That's because it's just traveling between the two.
Traveling
points.
between the two prongs.
Right.
Unless he was wet. If he had water on him, then yes, he would have felt some of it.
Yeah, it's going the
Yeah.
path of
Then
least
we all would've.
resistance. But yeah, I get
have
I get it
seen-
now.
I have seen videos of
That's
cops
why-
wrestling dudes down and the dude getting tased and the cop yelling, hands behind the back, hands behind the back, and you can hear him getting the electricity.
Yep.
You can hear it in his voice, like.
Oh,
As
they've done it with gator clips. Like they've had people hold hands, like 3 or 4 people.
Oh, yeah,
You'll
I've
hook
done
one
the chain
person
gang
with the
before.
gator clip. Yeah, and you'll hook the other guy on the end with the gator clip,
And
and
they
it'll
all get
shock
it.
them all.
It goes back
Yeah.
to a ground, basically, right?
yeah, so basically, say it's in between my shoulders, right?
Mhm.
Anybody that's on the outside of it, if you go into that electrical current, if you break that current,
Mhm.
you are now going to be tased.
Yeah.
You
Got
know,
you. Got
so
you,
if it's just going this way, you're good. Say you try to grab me right here, guess what?
Yeah, I got
You're
you.
about to get tased now. And that's what AG was saying. I've done it with 4 dudes before. And you got
Yeah.
old dude on one side with a gator clip and then old dude on the other. And I was in the middle, being another buddy, and we got tased just because it was traveling through us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh.
You ever grab an electric fence?
I have
pistol
before.
one.
I've grabbed an electric fence before. It's just like
I haven't grabbed it, but I've backed
it
into
doesn't.
it.
Yeah, it's not. Depending on what it's set to, it's not. They're not.
Feels
super
like you
bad.
get stung by something.
Not
That's it.
even not for me. It wasn't even like that. It just
I
like
will still.
felt like I was gripping onto it harder and harder and harder, and my hand was like felt like it was
Yeah,
shaking
that's
really bad.
yeah.
That was about it.
When I backed into it, it like popped me. Like
Did it? It was like a high
It's called
voltage
neuro-
one.
different.
yeah.
Different
it's called
voltages.
Neuromuscular
levels.
incapacitation.
Yeah, you could set different
Oh, yeah.
voltages. Yeah,
Yeah, they have different levels of fences. Like you have some for cows, and then you have some just for small livestock.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some of those big ones they'll fuck you up. Like
I
a
Yeah,
cattle
they'll
prod.
grab like 3 people grab hands and then grab the fence, and all 3 of them fucking.
Mhm. I will still get tased every day for 365 days straight before I will ever get fucking pepper sprayed again in my entire life.
Very true.
Hey,
It's
there you go. That's all. I knew AG would sign off on that one.
Yep. Again,
Short-lived, man.
you get tased. It literally lasts for that time. Once it stops, it's over. You're fine. You're like, oh, all right, I'm good. Let's get
Yeah.
up. Take the prongs out. Man, you get sprayed. It's days.
Yep.
Days.
And your pee-pee's gonna burn every time you take a shower for days.
Your face, this whole area is just beat red for like 2 days. It's
Well, you're a
a
ginger,
sunburn.
so yes.
not a ginger.
I mean,
Only my beard.
your
but I am
beard says
white.
otherwise.
But I'm not. It's weird.
So yeah,
No, that video irked my nerves. It really did. Like
that was the story this week that was like all over the place.
that got to me.
A week or
That
two
video
ago.
got to me.
Yeah. Well,
I can't-
those
I'm
dudes had police on their. I wonder if they're just dumb cops. That's all.
I mean, that would be impersonating a cop, but I mean,
Because they can't really wear.
It literally says police.
Yeah,
on
it says
their back.
police.
You can't. You
Yeah.
can't wear police unless you're actually police.
I
Even
think
security.
you can wear like enforcement or security or
Yep.
you can't wear like police though, right?
no.
Yeah.
Or
You can't wear
I
police
can't.
or law enforcement. You can't
Right.
have anything that says law enforcement
Just
you
enforcement.
You don't enforce.
You can put bail enforcement.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
That's-
you can't do law because you're not enforcing a law because of jurisdiction. Like I can't even go off outside the installation and
Yeah, as soon as
identify
you
as any
leave
sort of
base,
police or
you're-
law enforcement. You know, like, and that's literally any cop, law enforcement professional going outside of their jurisdiction. They can't do it. They could still get popped for impersonating.
The same thing as when I was a corrections officer. As soon as I left the prison, my authority ended.
Yep.
Unless we were escorting an inmate or on hospital duty where you had an inmate in the hospital. And then my enforcement was in that room alone at the hospital and only that room. Once I step outside that room, my
Other hand dribble, but yes.
ability ends.
It's a mask. Isn't
Yes.
It?
This one's a mask, but there is a doll right there.
Yeah. It's fucking
but
creeping me out.
Is he talking about Mario though?
Or yeah, Tanuki.
Why'd you just diddle his
Let's
baby?
go to that.
Kind of like the guy Bass Pro.
I did touch his tail.
It just happened to be in a spot. So there's another one. It kind of leads into the whole corrections thing. I know I briefly touched on it right before we started because it kind of coincides with AG's past experience. But in 2011, there's this guy named Breivik, and he's Norwegian. He killed 77 people, and right now he's trying to sue the state for a breach of human rights while the guy's in prison. Mass murderer
I don't
in
feel
prison
sorry.
trying to sue for human rights.
It happens all the
It's
time.
Norway, so it's different. But in America, fuck no.
He
I
says
did not.
during his testimony, he was shedding tears, saying he was suffering from depression and suicidal feelings.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
well then let's let that be. Well, how many victims did he have?
77.
77.
Let
The
that be
max-
his 78th then.
Look, check this out. The max that he could be sentenced was 21 years in Norway.
In Norway.
For
21
77
years.
counts.
7 people.
Yeah.
That'd be
Wha-
the death penalty in some states.
Look,
In most states.
although he can be held indefinitely if he's considered a danger to society. So all he has to do is prove he's not a danger to society at some point, and they're
I wonder how long he's already been in prison.
it says he killed these people in 8 people in a bomb attack in Oslo, and then went to a youth camp for a center left political group island where he dressed as a police officer and he gunned down 69 people, mostly teenagers. There's actually a fucking movie or a documentary about this guy. I can't remember the name of it, but there is one on, it's like Netflix or on Hulu, not
Yes.
Hulu, but Amazon about this dude.
So in the prison system, they can absolutely sue you, sue the state, sue whatever they want. They have more rights in prison than you do as a corrections officer.
It doesn't make sense to me.
They don't. And that's why I'm surprised I lasted 5 years. It's a joke. These guys are pampered, they're babied. You know, your taxes are paying for everything. Like here in Nevada, these motherfuckers they have to buy a TV that they can put in their cell, but they get free cable.
So
Who do you think's paying for that?
okay, here I'm gonna ice this for everyone really quick. I'm gonna put the icing on this one. In Norway, they favor rehabilitation over retribution, which is why they have low sentences and stuff. But his accommodations are as follows in this Ringerike prison. It's a 2-story complex with a kitchen, a dining room, a TV room, a game console, several armchairs, pictures of the Eiffel Tower on the wall. He has a fitness room with weights, a treadmill, a rowing machine, while 3 parakeets fly around the complex.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna move to Norway. Become a criminal.
So his
Like,
so
what
his
the
prison
fuck, bro?
his prison sells nicer and better than most our homes.
A lot of
So
people's
yeah.
living conditions, yeah, because he's getting, he's getting room and board. I mean, he's got fucking parakeets flying around. You can play video games,
mean-
work out.
All right. So let's talk about America real quick. Everybody talks about 3 hots and a kite, right? And
Mm.
that's appealing to some criminals.
Yeah.
Because it's better than being on the street. So
Mhm.
they're going to constantly get reconvicted. And correct me if I'm wrong, AG, because you've been in corrections. They'd rather be in there than on the streets.
Doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Doesn't it cost the taxpayers, like close to $80,000 or $90,000 per prisoner per year to keep one?
Yes.
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 That's about. I heard that somewhere. That's
And just think
fucking
the prison-
insane.
The prison I worked in had 4,000 inmates.
I can't even understand that.
I worked at High Desert State Prison in southern Nevada. There's also a High Desert State Prison in California as well, but
Yeah.
I worked at the one in Nevada.
So because you
Yeah.
commit a crime that causes you to be sentenced to prison, you're basically everyone has to spend this money on you to keep you there.
Yes.
Mhm.
And like Tuna said,
what-
you absolutely have you have hundreds of inmates in some of these prisons that are repeat offenders on purpose
Oh yeah.
so they can get the 3 hots and a cot. And they'll do something as simple as, going and robbing somebody or
Yeah.
robbing a store
Well-
and purposely getting caught. Like they'll just wait
Yeah.
around and get
Commit a
caught.
felony,
and-
I get to go back and
Commit a felony. Now I get to go back to prison. Exactly.
Well, but most states, though, too, depending on how many different convictions you have, they will upgrade it. So, which is going to, based on your conviction, is going to be a longer sentence. And they know that. They know these things.
play
Like
the game.
most habituals know exactly how long they're going to be in prison as soon as they commit the crime.
So
Mhm.
I mean, we do this. A lot of states spend this money. Taxpayers spends this money to keep these people locked up to make it safer, I guess. Whatever. But wouldn't it be? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, but wouldn't it be safer just to put those people, especially these murderers and pedophiles and domestic violence, where they just continually, mostly dudes, are beating the shit out of women constantly? They're just a fucking complete reject of a human. Like, wouldn't it be better just to fucking take them out and give them a burial at sea or some shit? I don't know. Maybe I'm an
So-
asshole, but
All right. Okay.
No.
So
I agree.
it
like, let's
so I
feed
know
the
the way
fish.
the military prisons work.
Yeah.
Okay. And what you just named off, right? The P3DOs, domestic abusers, all that stuff. They don't last very long in prison.
Yeah.
They are segregated from everybody else.
Yeah.
So they don't die.
For safety, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
to me, everybody has their own opinion about that, and that's cool, whatever. But
Yeah.
that's kind of how that
Yeah, watch
goes.
this.
Prison justice, right? Like, hey man,
Yeah.
I know, like, I killed some dude with beef. I had beef. They were in a gang or whatever. But like, listen, you can't like touch kids and shit because now we're gonna kill
no.
you. Like,
You can't take advantage of anybody that's that's helpless.
I understand. Yeah, and that's what I understand. Like, but even then, there's people that kill other people in there that are helpless and harmless, like unarmed even. Like, how are they not a piece of shit? I mean, they are a piece of shit, but how are they not a piece of shit? Just like the person that fucking diddles kids and shit, They're both pieces of shit.
Because
there
a kid cannot defend himself regardless. Like there's no like even if they picked up a gun, they probably wouldn't be able to defend themselves.
Yeah, but there's some adults that are the same way, you know.
Yeah, and they should be if they were their victimizer should it should be the same.
I think you should just take them all to the ocean and feed the fish with them.
So I mean, there are.
Let me show you something.
Yep.
All right.
So you know how you're talking about you have to segregate
Yeah.
for your extra shit bags?
Oh yeah.
See this entire area right here, this very nice area, huge yard, fucking basketball courts, volleyball court, all that shit.
Mhm.
That's the PC yard at High Desert State Prison. This whole
PC
area.
protective custody.
Protective
Yep.
custody.
Mm.
Yep.
That's just this area right here is the PC yard. Each one of these buildings has 6 wings. Each one.
What is so wrong with just letting good old fashioned prison justice fucking take hold? You know.
Mhm. And this whole area is separated by fences and gates.
Yeah.
So like the walkway here has 2 gates
Oh,
just
shit.
to get in.
So I mean, yes, prison justice, and I'm throwing a
Yeah.
quote.
Same quoting quotes.
You know,
Mhm.
like it's never going to happen because of politics.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In America, it's politics because, and I am for it in some instances. You are innocent until proven guilty, okay? And part of our justice system is to rehabilitate.
Yeah.
You know, and
It's supposed to be.
and there are those that are. Did y'all see that TikTok about that guy that was fuck? I don't know if it was a murder charge or something. He got out on parole and then he rolled up and and this is in Houston. It's all over TikTok. And he rolled up on a wreck, but it ended up being a police shootout. The dude drugged the fucking cop out and was
Yeah.
like, dude,
Oh yeah, the felon. He's a prior
yeah.
felon. Yeah. But
Yeah,
was
he's-
that his crime though? You know.
whatever
What
his
was
crime
crime?
was doesn't matter. It's what he did afterwards. So that right there is what the justice system wants.
Here's
Now the statistics for that
Yeah.
are completely opposite. Let's be honest.
Here's what I think, man. I think that a lot of these guys are in prison for felonies of that nature. Like, let's say they robbed fucking people. They did these things like gangbanging or just fucking embezzling, shit like that. Where there is something chemically wrong in the brain with someone who fucking kills people, like
Yeah.
because of shit. For
Mhm.
whatever reason, like they rob some place and they just shoot up a fucking store, shoot up a bunch of people, or commit murders. You know what I mean? Their only reason or why to do that is because they wanted to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not like fighting a fucking war. You know what I'm saying? Where you're protecting. Maybe some of them in their eyes, perhaps they are, if it's like turf war or some shit like that. But at the same time, like there's something wrong, dude. You know? How do they rehabilitate from that shit?
Okay, so let's go deep in this conspiracy, and I'm calling it one because I've seen it. Right, somebody that kills somebody in fucking war and comes back all fucked up. It's PTSD.
Right. Yeah, you got too much FaceTime, bro. That's what happened.
It's a traumatic event.
Mhm.
What's the difference in somebody killing somebody in war and somebody killing somebody that robbed somebody? Like what inside the brain? I'm not saying anything is right or wrong. I'm just saying what is going on in the brain between the two.
I think that there's a difference for between someone shooting people cold dead in the street and someone actively engaged in war.
But that person's brain, no matter
In
where
the
they're
brain,
at,
I think it's different, man. I do.
I don't know.
No one's ordering anyone to do that shit. I mean, unless they are, perhaps they are being ordered to do it. Maybe they are experiencing a similar effect. You know, but
They do
most of
say
these
like a
don't.
lot of gang members do say that when they get out, like they do have PTSD, just like a soldier, because it's a war in the streets to them.
Yeah, I get that. I get that part. I guess maybe I need to narrow it down a little more to like fucking serial killers and people who just. I mean,
yeah,
think
77
about
people. You can be his 78th. Like I don't like fuck
even
off.
even like I don't know, man. It's I think there's there's differences there. I do.
Yeah,
I think there's
like, if you-
differences in the brain and thought process between a soldier in war or somebody on the streets. I do think it's different.
We were talking
that's-
about the taxes, right, and how much we pay. How much does Norway pay to do theirs, like to house their inmates? And if it's less than what we pay, then where's our tax money really going?
Re-election campaigns.
Because I mean, they're getting fucking
Redistricting.
better than
I
our.
don't know.
They're getting middle class amenities here in America.
In
For
America?
how much?
Okay. So, I mean, I can attest for TDCJ and how they get treated.
TDCJ.
TDCJ, Texas Department of Criminal Justice
Okay.
and Corrections. None of those federal prisons have AC. None of them. In the middle of Texas.
A lot
I
of
didn't know
federal
that.
prisons are private, though.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying, like the Texas criminal justice, their
Mhm.
corrections, it's all state and all that stuff. But it's also a fucking racketeering. So they take trustees and they get them a CDL and they have their own fucking commissary. They have it's its own little fucking like city.
Yeah.
They do their own shit.
It's like a naval carrier.
It literally
Aircraft
that's
carrier,
that's
bro.
what I would equate it
It's
to.
a
I've never
city.
been on one, but so I very close to how that process works, and they literally have guys that drive from prison to prison to drop off fucking groceries, produce, like all the things.
Yeah.
But
Cisco comes
also,
in and delivers all the food and bullshit.
yeah, no, it's not even Cisco. It's all TDCJ.
Well, who's delivering it? Like, who's the company that's contracted to acquire and deliver these items? to these
They have
places?
they have wholesale contracts
Yeah.
where they buy it.
That's like
They go pick it up from the wholesaler, and then
Mhm.
200% increase it and sell to the inmates and the
Mhm.
families of the inmates.
I got you.
Yeah, we don't have people going getting it, but everything's the same. Like, it's all super expensive.
Hmm.
Those little TVs I was telling you about, they're like this big. They're like a 17, 18-inch screen,
yeah.
maybe.
Are they clear?
And yes, they are clear. They're clear plastic.
And
And
they sell them for like 250,
like-
$300 a pop.
like $300, yeah.
Yeah.
Like $300 for a little like 17-inch TV.
Why? Is it like
Because they're making money off of
the
it.
same reason why everything in the military costs a ridiculous fucking amount of money? We could go to
I mean, that's just
Walmart,
being a contractor, and the fucking
Yeah.
military is going to buy it.
buy
Well,
this.
let's just say
Well-
if they're getting
Well, not
the
just
free
that, even
cable
your
too.
clothes.
You know?
It's different, right? Like, okay, let's say I need to order I'm in training right now. So let's say I need to order a fucking smart board for my classroom. Well, you could go out and buy a smart board for probably, I don't know, a few $1,000s, a nice large one. However, that's private, right? Same company is contracted to sell to the military. It costs fucking $12,000. The fuck?
Because the military is going to pay for it.
It's
And they
stupid,
went through
man.
they went through all of the fucking bullshit to be able to sell to the military.
Yeah, it's still fucking stupid. I mean,
That's not. I mean, obviously I don't know how it is with the Navy stores, but AFES is
Same.
ridiculously expensive.
um,
It is not cheaper for
And-
AFES at all.
I don't think he's talking about AVs. I think he's just talking about,
talking about
general
military
Well,
like,
supply.
yeah, for what the military buys, but I'm using it like AFES is the same way. Like they're a store, kind of like providing for soldiers
Yeah.
or providing for the military,
Yeah.
and they jack up the prices, and that's exactly what the companies do to the military when they sell stuff to them.
I don't know. Shit,
Yeah.
everything I've bought on base wasn't everything, but most everything I bought on base at the exchange, just AFES, is like cheaper than out off base.
Yeah, I just got third
I-
generation.
I haven't found any.
I just got third generation AirPods.
Yeah.
The third gen ones for what was it? I think $50 cheaper than what fucking Apple had them,
Yeah,
Well,
and
yeah,
I didn't have to
mean,
pay taxes.
Yeah, the tax.
But
piece
I'm just
helps.
saying, like, yeah, the tax break alone.
There are things
it-
that are more though.
I think pretty much everything is more. I don't know.
It-
I think
I've always
it's
told
probably
myself.
it's probably area. You know what I mean? It's probably wherever
Well,
you're
I mean,
at.
Could be.
I've always told myself
be.
that whenever I retire, I want to sell shit to the military because I'm going to be a rich motherfucker.
Just
Oh,
all you
yeah.
got to do is fucking
Absolutely.
be able to manufacture one specific bolt for
Facts.
an aircraft or a piece of gear for the military, and fucking
Mhm.
charge
What is that bolt
$3 to $10 for each bolt. And fucking when they order them, and either 100
Let's
or
see.
1,000 quantity.
What is the bolt called?
Any fucking bolt, dude. It doesn't matter.
No, that one bolt on the
Oh,
plane.
I don't know. There's
Oh, that Jesus, the Jesus.
Yeah, the
bolt.
Jesus. The Jesus
No,
bolt.
well,
The Jesus nut or whatever it was.
there's
Yeah, the
certain
Jesus
bolts
nut.
that are like nuts, bolts, washers, any little thing that can be purchased
Or the
as long
plug.
as long as you're a supplier, an authorized supplier of this equipment and whatever it is, like it's fucking expensive. It is crazy how expensive it is. Like you go to Home Depot and buy a box of machine screws, right? Like 100 of them. You know, you might pay $8, $9, $10, maybe. But if you were to buy that 100 fucking of the same shit, same PSI bolt, same thread, same material, everything, but it's for an aircraft through the military logistics or supply system, that thing's going to cost
10,000.
it's going to cost 10 times more, if not 20 times more.
Mhm.
It's the same thing with the oil field. When you sell things to the oil well or builds things for their derricks and shit, it's prices outrageous.
It's nuts, man.
Well, and so here's where the military, like, with the military, they have certain. How do I word this? They have certain regs to where you have to do like veteran owned, women owned, small business. Like there's certain stipulations. That's the word I'm
Yeah.
looking for you.
There
That
are.
you have to go through
And
to be able to procure what you want.
Mhm.
You know, like I can't just go on fucking Amazon and purchase shit all the time. You know, and say I want to go to the local fucking Home Depot to purchase something. I've got to go through so much fucking paperwork just to go to fucking Home Depot.
Sometimes for us, we have it a little easier. We can use an open
It
purchase type
depends.
card.
Yeah, it
You can.
Well,
There's
I'm
a
a
credit
card
card, open purchase type card. It depends on what it is, though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it really depends. But you have to go. So like I have to go through this certain website first. That is my first stop.
Yeah, GSA.
Right. And yep. So I have to go through
Yeah.
GSA first. You know, and then if they have it, I have to purchase it there.
Mhm.
Even though it could be $300 cheaper, and I
Yes.
could go get it at Home Depot in 30 minutes.
Right.
Whereas if I purchase it on GSA, it's probably going to take about a month and a half for me to get it.
And
But I have
cost
to get it there first.
and cost way more.
Yeah, facts.
How much?
$300 more. I just went through.
How
this.
much do you think the military pays for their M4s?
Oh God,
Let's go into
20K
this. This
at
is
least.
great.
Yeah.
20 to 25.
How much do you think for their Colt M4s?
I think it's 25.
You know how much you can buy it at Cabela's right now?
Probably
The same
700
one.
bucks.
The exact same one.
without
$1,100.
without an auto sear, though. That's the difference.
$1,100
Yeah, but an auto sear
for
is fucking
Colt
15
law
grand
enforcement
anyways.
M4.
The difference is the switch on it. That's,
Yeah, it's semi-auto.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
know what the difference is between a semi-auto and a fucking automatic?
An auto sear, dude.
That's all it is. And you know how much that little piece
yeah,
costs?
but
10 grand minimum.
50 cents? 50
Well,
cents.
Yes, but if you're buying it and not like recreating it, yes. Material
But we're
wise,
talking
sure.
about the difference. But we're talking about, so say I'm a class 3, right?
Mhm.
I'm a class 3 dealer. I can own automatics. I can do all that. I can purchase that sear for 50 cents. Okay. So that to me right there is a moot point. When you can buy it, Cabela's, for a Colt law enforcement for $1,100.
Yeah.
What the military pays for it?
From-
Yeah.
They're buying it from the manufacturer in the current state that they use it in, though. Like, it's different. There's the difference between what they're selling to the public and what they're selling to the military.
But I mean,
Mhm.
as a Catum guy, all right. AG, how long does it take you to swap out a sear?
Yeah, the civilian's better quality.
not too long.
Half the time it is.
Give me a
It
time frame.
wouldn't- I mean, you can probably do it in a few minutes. Taking
Yeah,
like time.
I can
Literally
I can
takes
take,
you. I could take the M4 apart in like 15 seconds.
yeah, I can break down my AR-15 really
Field
fast.
stripped or full?
Field stripped.
Okay.
That's field stripped.
Full
That's
strips,
not full. No,
minutes,
you're breaking
you
down.
know? It
Yeah,
takes
if
a
you're
little
breaking
time.
down the firing pin and everything else, obviously, got to get something to get that little cotter pin out, pull everything out.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like a trained professional, right, that knows the weapon system
Mhm.
can swap out a sear in a matter of 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably a few
And-
minutes. Yeah.
But the thing
And
is
they're
as
going
a-
to sell it for $2,500 to the military.
yeah, but the problem is
$1,000 profit.
normal Joe walking around can't just buy those.
No.
And when you can buy them, you have to have a license, and they're like 10 grand just for the little
but-
fucking sear, man.
Yeah, but normal Joe could buy it for 1,100, and then for 1,150 cents can buy the fucking sear and have the exact same shit we got.
Where do you get the sears at for 50 cents? You can't even buy them fucking normally.
Okay, let's go this route.
Well, if you're
Like if
I
you
can take
made
the
one,
sear out.
sure.
If
you
I can
filed it,
take it-
okay.
Exactly, filing. That's where I was going with it. Is you could file it.
Very illegal. Don't do that.
do not do that.
Facts.
No,
Do
Don't
never
do it.
do
you will
that.
go to prison.
Yeah, that is a felony. So don't do it.
Disclaimer. Where's Jay? Where's Jay? We need a disclaimer.
Jay, we need a disclaimer. Throw in
I
the
know.
chat. There
I
it is.
know what
Thank
you're
you, Jay.
saying. No. Yes.
But that's what but I mean, but $1,000, right? So now you're looking at $9,999.50.
Yeah.
$998.50. You know. So I think what we're getting at and what we're talking about is how much extra the military is charged. And this is why our defense budget is fucking
It's insane.
astronomical.
Astronomical.
Here's
And that's why most other countries it's not, because they don't have as many companies trying to rip
Exactly.
off the government like the companies do in America.
Yeah. If you go to Gunbroker, look up machine guns, man. You can get a good idea how much these fucking things cost. And like a Colt 614
Well,
M16 is 40 grand. I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, that's going to
You
civilian
bought-
public.
yeah.
That's getting it the legal route. Let's be honest.
I
It's
know,
there's
probably
more
a
than
lot
that, just
cheaper.
getting
That
it
is
the legal
legal,
route.
but you have to have the license. But
You still have to have the license.
I mean, it's probably a lot cheaper than that, the illegal route.
You know how much you're going to pay for that fucking license, though?
a 223.
More than that gun.
All right, a 223 full auto sear you can buy for 18 grand. Drop in auto sears.
Full auto.
Yeah, full
What
auto
about
sear.
3-round burst?
Get the license and then go
I
to
don't know.
the warehouse pricing and see how much it costs.
A Glock full auto sear is only about $350. But like if you want it for an AR, it's gonna cost you.
Like I said,
But yeah, you can
Being in
definitely.
So an M16. See, they got parts on gunbroker.com right now to replace everything and change it to full auto or 3-round burst for like $140
Where?
on Gunbroker. I put in 3-round burst sear.
yeah, but that's not the bump stock, right?
No.
It's
Okay.
the actual assembly.
I'm
They
only.
have an M16
Oh, you're
AR-15
going all,
full
okay.
auto lower. Yeah, all.
I wouldn't throw it up
It's-
on the.
It's the actual replacement parts.
Oh,
You'd
just
have to
the burst?
completely
Yeah,
and the full auto. So
M16A23
burst is one. Yeah, that's 140.
That's
They have an
just the,
M16 full auto lower kit for 120.
that's just a trigger sear, right?
Yeah,
That's all you need.
but that's all you need for
That's all you need.
$130, $140. But you would literally have to sit there and completely change out every single one of those parts and pins and
Yeah.
springs and
Yeah, I
Everything.
mean, for one person, right? For one person to be nefarious about it, it's $150, right? To get a 3-round burst
Yeah. I was in the right
online
spot.
with the right licenses. Think about what you can get on the open market.
Yeah.
$140 if you wanted to buy now. The starting bid is $130. So it's like you could pay $10 and just buy it now.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, and this is going to roll right into why I think also the U.S. government needs to have a little bit tighter gun laws.
Yeah.
Like, I
Well-
think it is a 1,000% pain in the ass for me to go down in the South, mind you,
Okay.
and do fucking 3 hours worth of fucking computer bullshit to get a background check. But I can walk out with a gun that day. But is that the right answer?
I feel like this kit right here, bro, is that I'm looking at is like a fucking ATF fucking plant, bro. It literally says
Right? It's
M16 AR-15 full auto lower parts kit with FA sear,
FA
factory new, FFL not required.
Yeah,
Thank you, Jeff.
that's a setup.
Like the Timu silencers.
Oh yeah, the Timu suppressor, the
Timu
oil
s-
fuel filters.
the-
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fuel filters. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
I
I
mean,
stand corrected.
you
You
wanna
can
tell
buy
me-
an auto sear for pretty fucking cheap. The ones I've seen are like
If-
10 G's though.
Go do it.
If
Go
it's
do it.
legit.
Do it now. Buy now.
If it's
I could-
legit.
I could go to fucking Harbor Freight and make an auto.
Disclaimer,
Yeah.
disclaimer, don't do it.
He already did. He already
All right.
did.
All right. Yeah. The disclaimer is
Well.
this is our just
We're just
talking shit.
talking
We're not
shit.
really. Yes, we're not.
don't attempt any of the things we're talking about in this podcast. There
are a couple of guys here that know about weapons, and we do not condone any part of it. And if you do it, you're on your own. And if you get arrested, good on you.
Yeah, don't do it.
Absolutely.
I'm snitching. I'm telling you right now, I'm snitching.
Here in Nevada, you can do the paperwork and walk out with the gun that day if you have your concealed carry. If you have your concealed carry.
Because you've already went through all of that.
All right, so the ATF has now put shit in place. So I used to be able to fucking walk in, because I'm not a Louisiana resident. I'm a Texas resident. I used to be able to walk into fucking whatever fucking store, show my military ID. They run a background check based on my fucking license. Boom, I'm in and out in fucking less than an hour.
In Texas?
I just went and got my...
anywhere.
And Louisiana. And this was in Louisiana as a Texas resident. So
you didn't have to show your orders?
Nope.
I had to.
No, back in the day, I did not have to. They just ran a background check on me. I showed them my fucking military ID, and they're like, "Yep, cool." Well, I just went.
I did.
Yeah, I just went and got my 365. What was it? A couple of months ago? Because I think I talked about it with you guys.
Yeah.
But I had it, and it was Bass Pro, and it was a 4.5, 5 hour ordeal. I had to do my orders. I had to do the ATF background check. I had to legit type in all my shit. Had to do the serial number. I had to do all kinds of crazy shit. So the government is now, yes, they are starting to realize, like, okay, we need to, regulate this a little bit better. And I'm okay with that. Now, was it an inconvenience for me? Yes, because I'm like, okay, I can own a gun legally. I'm okay. Fuck off. But like on the flip side, I look at it and I'm like, yes, I do agree with this for everybody else, in our safety.
I don't trust you,
and I'm okay with it.
Fuckers out there.
So you're saying so it's not okay for me to do it?
I know you enough. I trust you, but just
that's
regular
the thing,
Joe
like,
Schmo on the street? Fuck no.
Well, then how would you regulate me not being able to have it, but everybody else?
Here's my thing.
Regulations.
You shouldn't.
Bro, I walk around on a daily basis and I see motherfuckers open carrying, and it irks my everlasting fucking nerve.
I don't like open carry now.
Good. I hope it does.
I can't stand it. I literally want, okay, disclaimer, Jay. This is where my chat is. Okay. I'm never going to do this. This is just a thought to test people. Never going to do it. I want to go and just grab their fucking holster and see how they react.
You're going to get shot.
Die.
I wouldn't get shot. They'd probably die because they don't know shit about
it. To me,
yeah. If you tried to take my gun, I'm
you would if you did it to me.
When I walk around and I see fucking Paul Blart walking around open carry, I'm like, come on, dude. Like, I am a good judge of character because there are guys out there that, yes, I'm like, you know what? Go on ahead, broski. But some guys I look at it, I'm like, no, go fuck yourself.
But to go back on it, it is a good thing they've changed the laws for that, though. Because I do remember, like, I got back from deployment, and Glock had, how Glock has that program for military and police.
Blue label. Yeah.
So, yeah, the blue label. So, you get, like, my Glock came with the extra mag, paid like $500 for it or whatever it was. And it had the glow in the dark dot sights on it.
Like tritium sights?
Yeah, the tritium.
Yeah, those are nice.
Cheaper.
Yeah. So, but I was in and out in like 30 minutes and walked out with it.
Thank you, Jay. Yeah. Here you cannot, there is what's called a cooldown period now. One, you can't buy any, what they deem assault rifles now. So that's an AR-15 included. In fact, a Mini 14 is considered that too, even though it's not a fucking, it's an AR-15. What is an assault
rifle? What is an assault rifle?
That's the thing, is they've redefined it as anything that they say is used, it can be used assault style semi-automatic with more than
magazine fed, probably.
Yeah, magazine fed, more than that can hold more than 10 rounds.
So my SIG 238 can be an assault rifle.
It's not it's a pistol though.
Based on the definition that you just said, that could be an assault rifle.
Yes. So they have different definitions, right? So they got a regular long gun, 16-inch barrel or longer, right? Short barrel rifle is under the 16-inch length barrel with a stock. You can't, well, here's the thing. In Washington State now, you can't even fucking order parts or have AR-15s or purchase them in the state at all anymore. They just passed a law on that. So like,
That's ridiculous.
yeah, or anything that is similar, what they deem as similar, and they put a whole fucking list. And I think a fucking 1022 is even on the list, dude. Yeah, it's fucking stupid, right? So
Just put a SIG 238 on that list while you're at it.
let's just, you know, let's just fucking. So back to what I was saying before is if you were to buy a pistol in the past, you had to wait 3 days. 3-day cool off period. And that was the reason why they did that law is so someone couldn't just go into a gun store, buy a pistol and go commit a crime like right after they leave. They want to make you wait for it. So whatever, just go down.
Premeditation.
Just go downtown.
That's all it's creating.
Just go downtown Seattle. You could probably find a fucking pistol really fast, easily on the street, which is illegal too, by the way. But it happens a lot. But if you want to go through the legal route, now there is a like, I think it's like a 10-day waiting period for any gun. So like when I bought my AR-15, I walked in with copy my orders, ID, filled out the form, did the next background check, walked out like probably an hour later. It took no time at all. The background check was like 30 minutes, but you can't do that now. One,
How many years ago was that?
Probably like 7 or 8 years ago, maybe the last.
So it was about 3 years ago whenever the ATF started tracking all serial numbers, no matter what state you're in.
Is there a caliber limit on like a range on the definition of assault rifle? So like a 22, but
AK style too. So if let's say you want to buy an AR-10, same thing, same shit, or AK-47 style lower or frame that shoots a 7.62.
If it looks like an Armalite rifle, it is considered an assault rifle.
Yeah,
because everybody is skewed, and this is where it comes down to. All right, politics have made an Armalite rifle, AR, which is what it stands for, by the way. Okay, Armalite. That is what an assault rifle is, according to politics.
They don't like the fact that they're so modular, right? They're fucking. You could build one from scraps if you had all the right parts, you know. But
you could do that with any gun.
Well,
facts.
Yes, pistols a little.
I mean,
less,
you can make a gun.
An AR-15, there's so many different variables and pieces and parts you could use to build one. I mean, the most important thing that's similar or it's the same across everything is that lower. And I mean, you used to be able to buy an 80% and just mill the rest of it yourself. You know?
The ghost guns.
Yeah, they call them ghost guns.
My dad owns 6 of them.
Yeah.
Now, what about shotguns?
Shotguns are
different. They have magazine-fed shotguns that are semi-auto.
Yeah, you can buy like a Sega 12 gauge, right?
And put a fucking
an AK
drum mag on it.
Yeah, you can put a 14-round mag on it. I mean,
in that case, like what if like pellet rifles?
I don't know. Is there anything like that?
I don't know any pellet.
Those are what are those? Those are the caliber's not correct on those. I don't think.
That's what I'm saying. Is there a cutoff or a caliber?
I think so.
Because like, is a 22? If a 22 meets those specs, is it an AR or isn't it an assault rifle?
So Rebel.
Well, he said that. It is
state.
Yeah.
It is state regulated. That's the issue. Mm-hmm. So all right. So
manufacture, import, distribution, sale, or offer of sale of any assault weapon. That's what the new law is.
But what's the definition? So all right, when I was in San Antonio, right, I built AR-15s.
Yeah,
I'd build them $500, and I would build them for $500, all the parts.
Hold on. Okay. I see what you did there, Jay. I like it. He uses dumbbells to build his guns.
No, Jesus. Jesus.
But he does have a topic there.
Yeah, we're going to get to that one. I looked at it.
Yeah.
I'm invested in this one right now, too. But we are going to get to that one. So, when I was in San Antonio, in Texas, right, I would build ARs. I'd get all the parts for $500, put it together. Guess what? I'd go to a fucking gun show. I'd sell 2 fucking ARs for $1,500 a pop.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
$3,000. I would sell them for $3,000 for the pair.
Yeah,
I'd make $2,000 profit. Guess what I had to do for that? Nothing.
No
background check. No nothing. All I'd have no. When it comes to like state regulations and all that shit, all I had to do was do a bill of sale.
So did you just buy the lower somewhere, like full built lower?
I ordered everything online. No,
yeah,
I ordered every little piece.
Yeah, for like Palmetto State Armory, you could fucking order fucking everything.
I can still get it. I can still get it shipped now.
I don't like half
But-
their shit they have because it's junk. But
There's 3 main manufacturers for fucking AR-15 points. So
Yeah, most of
you
it's
know,
stamped.
yeah, the big 3, and then the rest of it is just a fucking stamp.
yeah,
But at $500, so $1,000 to make 2 ARs, I'd sell them for the pair, 3,000. All I needed was a bill of sale. That is it.
Yeah.
Their name, driver's license number, date of birth, and as long as I didn't sell it to somebody under the age of 21, and I had a bill of sale,
so
state of Texas, I was good to go.
so you didn't have to use the standard federal form of transfer, the transfer form.
Nope.
Huh.
Nope. You still don't in the state of Texas.
Here,
So
what's
in-
weird, man. You have to do it anytime it changes hands, which is fucking stupid.
Well, so what I would do is whenever I was walking around the fucking gun show, I'd be like, hey, man, we're going to go over to this, reputable dealer. They're going to run the background check. We're going to do the paperwork that they ran it, so my ass was covered, but I consider myself responsible. But if it's that easy to do in Texas, how easily is that faked? And that, I think,
Oh,
is what
yeah.
is wrong.
I
Now-
can give you the list of what they consider an assault weapon in Washington State now.
All right, I've got to go refill, and I've got to get Ashley a drink. So,
All right.
y'all do your thing, and we're back.
It's fucking wild, dude. AK-47
It's wild.
and 74 in all forms. Algemec AGM-1, American Arms Spectre carbine, AR-15, M16 or M4 in all forms, AR-180, Argentina LSR, Australian automatic, auto ordnance, Thompson M1 or 1927 to semis, Barrett 50 cal light semi, any Barrett 50
What?
cal, a Barrett
not-
Rec 7, Beretta AR-70, S70, Bushmaster carbon 15s, ACR 16.
That's not a fucking
you-
assault rifle.
You want to
Dude,
know
that's a
what my
fucking
definition of an
sniper
assault
rifle.
rifle?
That's a sniper rifle.
That
It's not
has-
an assault
yeah,
rifle.
What does it have? A 5-round mag on it or some shit?
Yeah, it has a magazine.
In, in my world, what my law
And
would be,
most of them though don't even have a mag. Most of them are bolt action single shot. You have to
Yeah, you can- you load it single cartridge at a
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
More popular ones that people buy of those Barrett 50 cals are just a single.
So anything.
my definition of. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was
man.
wrapping up, but pretty much
Yeah.
any semi-automatic weapon that's a rifle that is on here. I mean,
And that's crazy. A 1022. Like, get out of here, man. It's a
Okay.
fucking little 22.
All right. My thing is my definition of an AR would be anything that's burst 2 rounds, more than 1 round at a time,
well, that's an
or
automatic.
automatic.
weapon.
A burst or an automatic. That's an AR to me. That's an assault rifle to me.
An assault rifle, technically, by definition, is an AK-47.
So my law would be no automatic weapons. Other than that, go for it. No other automatic or bursts.
So, like, let's say you an M249 Delta. That's a machine gun. It's not an
Machine
assault
gun.
rifle. It's a machine gun. Different.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Also
but
illegal.
is it? Yeah, it should be illegal. Anything like I'm okay with that. A
I'm not.
semi-automatic rifle is a semi-automatic rifle. It is not an
Yeah.
assault rifle. Sorry.
See, I'm not
I-
okay with any
I-
kind of infringement.
I want to know what the definition of assault rifle is.
Yeah, it's.
I just said mine.
A
Any
true
automatic weapon.
definition.
It's
Mine's
what they
literally
feel
automatic
it
or
is.
burst weapon in my definition.
It's whatever they feel it is at that time. That's what the
Mhm.
definition of assault rifle is. For
Look
them.
at Jay. My car turns into an assault vehicle when I hit someone with it.
Look, yeah, it does.
Facts.
So here's what they're saying. The origin of assault weapon stems from the term assault rifle, which the U.S. Army defines explicitly as a selective fire rifle chambered for a cartridge of intermediate power.
Selective fire. That means it can be burst or auto fire.
Selective fire. Well, most of us, we have two things on our selector switch, unless you got a cool looking lower, but they usually say safe.
Safe.
And
Yeah,
semi.
safety and not
And semi.
safe. There's like a
Safe
red
and-
or not red.
They'll say
There's
safe or semi or safe and fire.
Yep.
usually.
safe and fire. I think most of them say it
Yeah.
now, but
Yeah.
it is selective fire, yes, but it selects one form of firing.
All right. Can we talk about what Jay said, though?
Yeah,
That
cars.
state
yeah.
law.
No.
John Wick killed
No.
3 people with a pencil. Is that a fucking assault pencil?
So it's an
It
assault
is.
pencil now.
Okay.
All right,
The state
it's
law.
Yeah, read it.
They cannot
Oh.
take away recess from a student after January 1st. It was a hypothetical situation. A kid got a paper that was a circle of how you feel type deal. Like they just like, how do you feel like when they take recess away from you? And because kids said it was bad, they took it. They said they can no longer take it away.
Where's this?
In California. In California, they
No.
cannot take
He's-
recess
and he-
away from any student as of January 1st.
Jay said no.
Yeah, he's
No.
reiterating.
So the kid got a paper that was a circle how you feel type of deal.
I'm not reading that
After
part.
stepping on another kid.
Jay, just get the fuck in here and explain this.
Hold on,
So I'm guessing. So after he got sent up, he got a paper like one of those things like you go to the doctor and you have to fill it out, where with the little smiley and frowny faces. Like, how do you feel? You feel bad?
1
Do you
through
feel
10.
good?
10's like crying.
I think that's kind of what he's meaning. Like, yeah, how do you feel? I feel bad. I didn't mean to step on this kid,
Here's the thing, man.
but I
With
was
this
stomping on him.
shit is fucking stupid because you can't take away recess. Discipline. People need fucking
See,
discipline when they're young, so they learn.
Absolutely.
Because if you grow up with none, you're a piece of shit when you're an adult. If you have discipline,
Exactly.
some kind of fucking discipline, whether it's being told fucking no or getting your ass kicked when you were younger,
Jack Doherty is
Or-
the perfect example.
or having a fucking some sort of structure where, keep your fucking room clean, do your homework, that kind of shit. Some kind of structure, man. Discipline. Good discipline. Doesn't have to be like getting your ass kicked, but good discipline.
I mean, yeah, but kids nowadays, it's all about the participation trophy.
I don't get it, man.
Skip, can I drag him?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, drag him in here.
Oh, wait, I can't drag him. I don't have the rights. That's all you.
Oh, I got to give you that stuff. Huh?
There he is.
We got you,
There's
Jay.
What's up,
Jay.
Jay?
Welcome, Jay.
Come on, Jay.
To the podcast.
Explain
once
this.
Hold. Okay. I'm got my settings here. What is
you're good,
happening?
Take your time,
I'm
brother.
gonna just talk. You don't even have to do that.
So-
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm guessing this whole circle paper thing is like what I said. Like,
So-
you go to a doctor, you have to circle how you feel type of thing.
Yeah, essentially, hypothetically, a kid was sent to the office. Am I coming through? Oh,
Yeah, you're
that's
good.
why.
Yeah.
We hear you.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm watching Kick. It's delayed. That's what it is. So kid got sent up for quotations stomping on another kid. I guess he stepped on his face or something. I don't know. And came back
American
with
History X.
with a card that was like, well, how do you feel? Why did you do this? Are you angry, mad? All that. And essentially was told, okay, go back to recess.
Did he say
Oh, that was
before he
that was
stepped
his
on the kid's
punishment?
face? Did he say
was the
good night? Did he say that?
I don't know. I was there. And here's
did he
here's
say
the
bite the
kicker.
curb?
Put your fucking teeth.
Jesus. Jesus.
That's the grade.
Okay, I'm sorry.
guys. I started that.
Sorry.
That was so bad.
Sorry, Jay.
Guess the grade. You're good.
No, what
Guess
is
what
it?
grade?
I don't even know.
Disclaimer.
First grade.
First grade.
First grade.
Yeah. How do we know that? This is a wild guess. Just both
Because
of
he's a
us.
first grade teacher. Come on, man.
I'm fourth.
Yeah, that just
Oh, yeah,
it
you're
sounded
fourth.
like
My bad.
first grader shit to me. Like first graders be stomping on each other's faces out in the playground.
This goes back to the fucking participation trophy shit that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Jay, please
That's
move to
ridiculous.
Texas. So whenever I move to Texas, you and I could just get drunk every fucking night and have some fun.
It's crazy. Like, I mean, we've got kids on campus that take up admin time because they have AIDS or whatever. All these kids do is run around campus and they're just followed around literally all day.
Teachers' aids. Teachers'
Oh.
aids.
Yes,
No,
not
they-
AIDS. Not AIDS. AIDS. Teacher's
Like,
aids.
what school is this, bro?
Sorry. Yeah,
I
sorry.
caught that one. I caught that one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I understand
Aids.
now.
I was like, whoa,
I
wait.
was like, what?
No, not
This is
not
like-
the illness,
yeah.
but teachers' aides. They have aides, one-on-one aides with them,
Gotcha,
and they're
yes,
all that. And these people will keep quitting because all they're doing is literally chasing these kids around, and that's what they do when they're not there and the subs aren't there. Our admins, the principals that get paid the big bucks, literally wander campus chasing these kids around, and that's all they do.
I think elementary teachers should be allowed to give kids riddles.
weren't the
Yeah, I
Bebe
mean-
kids from California?
I
Yes.
feel like I feel
So,
like this is like Dangerous Minds. Like Michelle Pfeiffer's about to pop out and be like,
Right?
So we need to have a segment on this show about shit that happens in California with Jay.
and now it's time for shit that happens in California with Jay.
1000%, we need that. Like, I can't even be mad. Like, nothing surprises me anymore with this dumb
It's
shit.
so dumb that I'm like not surprised, you know.
Not
I
at
feel
all.
like I feel like it's Anchorman when he was talking to his dog, the eighth cheese. You know, I'm not even mad.
State of emotion,
I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
I'm impressed.
bro.
That's wild, man.
Jay, you never cease to blow my mind.
It is rumored now that we will have feminine hygiene products posted in the 6th through 8th grade bathrooms, mandated, also a state deal, but we're not quite sure if that went through or if it was just proposed or what. But here's the thing. Have you ever heard of a devious lick? It's a TikTok deal.
What?
Yeah.
What?
A devious lick.
No.
Yeah.
Do we need to look this up?
What is a devious lick?
I'll
So
tell you
not
what
what
it
you
is.
would
I know
think.
what it is.
Is this the same kind of bullshit where teachers are like telling their kids to stop edging in class?
No.
I fucking
The
heard of that
devious
too.
lick.
There's
The,
that. But
Jesus Christ.
go ahead.
the devious lick is where they will steal something from, and it's like they're trying to top each other. Something from the school. Some
Oh.
people they're taking
Yeah.
urinals.
So it's not like
There you go.
another student like secretly licking another student. So that's
No,
what it
no.
sounds
Here,
like to me.
Look,
Vandalism.
Diabolical lick, dastardly. Okay, no, for challenge in North American middle school and high school students posted videos of themselves stealing, vandalizing, or showing off one or more items they stole in their school.
Sink, toilets, toilet
Yeah.
seats, bathroom stall, doors,
Gotcha.
all kinds of shit. Okay. So the thing now is to see who can clog the toilet the most during a day. So we're going to give the junior high girls the arsenal to do it. Do I think it should be available for them? Yeah, it is already in the office. But are you kidding me? Just
So
giving
they're
them
going to put it in the bathroom and let them
I mean,
get
you
as
already
many
give
as
them
they
paper
want when
towels,
they
right?
want.
right.
Is it going to be in the men's bathroom too?
No.
Oh, I'm
surprised.
surprised.
I mean, you already give
that's
them
surprising,
towels,
actually.
right? Or no?
You
You already
They-
give
hold
them
on,
paper towels. I mean, what's the difference? Like if they're gonna clog the
Well-
toilet, they're gonna clog the toilet.
Jay.
Our
Hold
paper
on,
towels are basically tree bark, so
Exactly.
so nothing up. Yeah.
Jay. What is your state tax?
Like percentage rate?
Yes.
It varies. My taxes, like when I pay something, it varies on everything. Sales tax, local tax. What do you?
Sales
think we're
State
tax.
like-
tax. What is the state tax of California?
Tax.
Oh, like income tax?
7.25 in most
Yeah,
areas of
that-
California.
Except for the town that I work in, it's like a 9%,
7.25?
9.25.
Jesus. I pay like
So
that's like
it's-
9.
Yeah, that's fucking. That's Yep.
That's crazy.
your
dude.
devious lick. Your 9.2% is paying for the devious lick.
Well, that and not only that, the whole idea of we just went through and got all this furniture, right? It's all stained up. It's supposed to be right whiteboard markers, all that broken. Kids are falling off. There's no backs on half the chairs. There's wobbly. I think I showed it to you guys. If not, I don't have the images and stuff, but I'll have to show you. But the stuff in exercise balls covered in cloth and kind of wrapped around plastic seating and whatever, and that's what these kids are sitting on, and they're all in groups. You can't separate them because they need to have the option of flexible seating and the choice. Okay, but the choice to sit by themselves isn't an option. To me, that makes no sense because that's choice.
Wait, they,
But
s-
it's weird.
they sit on exercise like yoga balls?
That are covered with they put it on a platform that it sits in, and then they cover that platform with cloth and put legs on it. But it's an exercise ball, essentially. Yeah,
That's interesting.
I heard that's good for the back, but
they hate it because when you're sitting there for 6 hours a day, I don't think it's going to be productive.
Well, it's supposed I think they did that because it gives them like opportunity to bounce and fidget and
Sure.
and get burn that energy and not in a productive way and not disruptive way.
Sure. But at the same time, when the fidget spinners came about, oh, this is to fidget when you're ADHD and stuff and all that. But when you get used to doing something and you're in a regular chair and you can't bounce,
Yeah.
you're going to just try to bounce. It makes it worse in the long run versus training your body to kind of sit still for 10 seconds. It's okay.
I want to go back to the whole can't take recess away. Because we didn't really talk about that. We talked about the kid, but so are they saying that's like a cruel punishment, or like they have to be able to go outside?
Yeah, they technically need their break in that you can't take recess away. One, it's punitive, so cruel. You can't do anything punitive. Can't take anything away from them.
You can't punish kids at all.
Yeah,
You can let them go outside, but set them on the wall.
No, that's taking it away. But yeah, that's worse because now they're watching their peers do what they want to do. So that's like torture. Oh yeah,
That's fucked up.
but here's the thing: can't take it away. I understand certain kids need it to get that release and all of that, but we were told, so cafeteria is insane now. So it's loud as shit, like nonstop loud as shit. And it's like, look, stop. They're throwing their shit at each other. They're throwing food. They're not picking up all this. So they started holding them back from recess. Well, you can't do that because it's corporal punishment. You have to pick and choose. But the fault in that is you can't single anybody out either. So there's nothing.
You can't say, okay, you're last in line to go to recess then?
No, because you're singling them out.
So basically, you have zero authority or option to do anything at all for misbehavior or failure to comply with
we get
whatever
referred,
the assignments are.
We can refer to the parents. And when after me as an adult and years into teaching, I'll let the parents know once or twice. But after that, I'm like, what's the point? If it ain't changing, it ain't changing.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to waste my time in the paperwork.
Can you say we're going to sit out for a minute? Like we're going to hold back for a minute while till y'all be quiet, like the entire,
Oh, we can try. But when they call the bluff, well, we're screwed because there's only a certain amount of time we can actually hold them because, especially cafeteria wise, we have like a 2-hour window to feed the whole school. So
here's what I've learned, I think, which I think this stems back to them as kids is because I see it in the military today, and I'm kind of tying the things together with a lot of the young people is they don't know the fucking what they're supposed to know, but by God, they know the rule book. And they know how to fucking
100%.
skirt that shit, and they know what they can get away with and what they can't get away with. But to do their schoolwork or to do the things that are required of them to learn, they can't fucking do that. But by God, they know how to fucking they know how to work the system. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the same shit that I deal with on a day-to-day basis too. Like sea lawyers, that's what I call them.
I'm sorry.
We're talking about like school punishments.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I had to go to like a student court.
Really?
It was a class you would take, and it was a whole trial and everything that I had to go through, and they came up with a punishment for me and everything. I was wondering, like, is that a thing for anybody else or?
No, we had corporal punishment when I was younger.
Yeah, I didn't have none of that.
There was literally a paddle with holes fucking drilled into it in the principal's office.
Yep.
When in elementary, when I was in school, there was still the paddle, and we've been threatened with it. But I've never heard of anybody ever getting it.
Some people.
My best friend got fucking beat with that thing.
I know a couple people that got corporal punishment, but I was smart enough not to do anything to fucking get it because I knew it was there and I knew it could happen. And it was one of them things where it's just like, yeah, I don't want to fucking deal with that. You know,
I mean,
fuck that.
Goes to the old thing, not necessarily eye for an eye, but like if you're gonna steal and you get your hand cut off for stealing, are you gonna steal? You're either gonna be really, really fucking good at it and not get caught, or just not do it.
Exactly.
I mean,
well, I don't want to lose my other fucking hand. Like, I probably shouldn't steal anymore.
I don't know.
Or if you knew that, like, that's the punishment, like, what the fuck, man? Why would you do it in the first place? You know?
Yeah.
That's just my
I just don't understand because they're trying to coddle kids so much and make it so much different than the way we grew up. Like they're saying that we grew up some fucked up way.
Well,
I don't know.
It's not to me. It's not that. It's what I see is what's going on is these kids. One, common sense is gone. There is no common sense in these kids at all. They can't put two and two together. The other thing is they are 95% dependent, and I think that's what we're going for.
Dependent.
Mm-hmm.
How do you mean?
They need somebody else. They need somebody else to solve their problems.
Oh,
they need somebody else to tell them what to do, when to do it, give them their box, take care of them.
Yeah, they can't think for themselves. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's where Big Brother's putting our future society.
New theory, conspiracy theory. All right, we're gonna end up replacing therapy animals with government issued therapy humans. And it's going to become mandatory eventually.
I think they're going to be robots, but I'm on board with what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be AI.
Yeah. Like I robot type shit.
Yeah.
Like just faceless fucking.
Yeah.
I'm here recording you.
Like, what's that movie that came out recently about the doll who like comes to life, who's like an AI doll? Pretty fucked up movie. I don't know. And then she like starts killing people. Yeah.
Is that the one where they had him at the arena at the Chargers game?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh no, that was weird.
It was called Megan. That's the movie. Yeah.
No, what he's talking about is crazy. I'm gonna look that up.
What is it called?
I don't know what it was called. I don't think it was Megan, but they had their heads were the back of their heads were like.
Oh yeah, robots at NFL game.
Yeah.
They had a row of them at the game.
It was so fucking creepy, dude.
Yeah, pull it up. I want to see a video. Mm-hmm. There's videos on YouTube of it. So if you just pull up Chargers game robots, it pops up. I want to see that.
I got it.
What the fuck, bro? Y'all saw that movie about like the end of times and shit, right?
A few days ago, we posted a video about AI robots invading an NFL game, and some people were quick to point out that they're humans in costumes, and not the other way around. So we did some digging, and turns out they were right, but also wrong. Most of these are humans. You can easily base that on how these guys are walking. But also among them were two AI humanoid robots. But we are having a hard time trying to tell which ones were exactly humanoids. The two AI robots among these humans in costumes were created by Hanson Robotics, a company based in Hong Kong that specializes in making humanoid robots. They are known for creating Sophia, one of the most advanced and famous robots in the world. Sophia has been granted citizenship by Saudi Arabia and has appeared in many interviews and events. The AI robots at the NFL game were designed to look like some of the characters from the movie, and they interacted with some of the fans who were sitting next to them. They also had cameras and microphones that recorded their surroundings and transmitted them to a control. You can't tell,
are they people just trying to be robotic, or what? With the stuff, it looks so ridiculous that
I want to point out, like, hold on.
It looks like that the Creator movie, AI.
You can
That's
see
what it is. Because you see Creator right there on the back of the. Yeah.
I was always wondering like how they did this, like how if it's real people there, they're like, yeah, I know, but now I can see the blend right here of where the prosthetic goes on, because it comes out over the cup of the ear. But I can see, like, when this image was flashing, you could see the seam even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
One of the most advanced and famous.
Right here. You see it right there?
Mm-hmm.
Right here.
You could tell it's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
wild,
when I first saw that, I was like, whoa, that's weird. Because it was like, it how did they embed it into the human skull like that if it's fake? You know, but I can see it now.
That's some like that's some like Ex Machina fucking crazy shit, bro.
Jay,
Terminator.
Wild.
Jay, I'm gonna need you to put a shit ton of disclaimers in the chat just to wrap it up.
Yeah, we're wrapping.
There was so much shit that's got to be disclaimed,
bro. I think we went a full. I mean, we went on a whole journey today.
We're everywhere.
Holy shit! We went from a guy fucking doing a naked cannonball in a fish tank to fucking AI, bro.
Working my nerves.
To guns, to fucking students, to AI, to fucking I don't even know. Like we went everywhere.
All I know is that one got.
Yeah,
that got my nerves, and I'm pretty sure it got AG's nerves just watching that first video. And I think it all sparked from there.
Yeah,
and we went deep.
I learned something today too, so that's cool. I like
that's what she said.
Hey,
well,
that's what
that
she
guy
said.
Definitely did not hear that. The guy that jumped in the tank.
That's what she said. You know what? Skep
keeps alerting the guards.
That's what that guy was saying.
Skep, just for you. I just want to hear you laugh.
It's like, oh, you about to get this dick.
Oh God, it's funny. I like Rebel's new one. Have you heard the new one from Rebel?
No, is it
play
the
the ass cheeks
Jinga
one.
Biwawa ya ya ya?
No, it's the ass
No.
cheeks one. This one.
The clap of my ass cheeks
Oh,
keeps
yeah.
alerting the
Yeah,
guards.
he just did that one not too long ago.
That's what the guy was doing as he was running in to jump into the thing.
Jesus.
That's what he said. The clap of my ass keeps
Oh.
Oh my God.
All right, let's wrap this shit up, man. Jay, brother, thank you for popping in, man. Clarifying some
Yeah.
stuff.
Absolutely.
for us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And for all the disclaimers.
That is.
Facts. 100%. Number one mod of all time.
Even the additional like disclaimer he added in there, there was not a pre-programmed one that we have. It's the do not attempt to take any firearm from any person you see open carry. This is not condoned or suggested in any way.
No.
That was brilliant, bro.
But that is the number one reason why I would never open carry.
Yeah. I just don't. I like concealed. I don't want people knowing I'm armed. That's all.
Exactly.
I might be armed now, but nobody will know.
I am.
I was
Armed
hesitant
in
to
about
arm
30
because I
feet.
wanted it. I was hesitant to carry because I want to get physical first. If that's the option, I want to get physical with somebody, and I want to have a firearm on me.
Look at that. Look
While
at
Like a
I'm
fist
doing
fight. Like a fist fight.
Yes.
I love Jay. I love Jay. This is a general discussion about general items. We love kids. We do not condone any unlawful behavior. America.
Yes. It's fact.
America.
It's brilliant.
America. Fuck yeah. All right, you got to take a picture for this one.
Can I get a smile
Step
from
your-
everybody really quick?
Yes.
I'm smiling.
Yay. All right, cool. Thanks. It's going on the YouTube fucking thumbnail.
How to eat the Cheeto.
I'll put your logo on there, Jay, on the thumbnail.
I'm gonna get rid of that.
No,
one.
put
Why
the
is that
F3 logo on it.
I'm gonna. Well, I can't yet. Well, maybe. Speaking of
Put
that,
the F3 logo.
well, let's spray it out. But speaking of that F3, fucking delicious, bro. It's
It
good.
is. Good.
It's good. Anyway,
For Jay, put the F3 logo on it because he's got a
all
picture
right,
of it on
I'll
his
put
Twitter.
it. I'll put it like part of his logo, even though
You have
we're
vanilla
not
ice-
sponsored by them. There's definitely good shit. Definitely good for sure. I like it.
I mean, if
Skip.
F3 sent me
Vanilla
something,
I would have.
does the Hold Fast Outlast podcast need to be sponsored by F3?
I mean, I'm working on some stuff. I'm working things. I got
I'm,
a video idea I'm going to put together for it with the cans that Jay sent me. Thank you, by the way.
Of course.
But yeah, it's actually very natural flavored, which I like. I don't like I like Ghost, Monster, all that, but you can tell like it's not a natural flavoring.
Oh, you
But
you
this
go
is
back to
very
one of
natural
those
flavoring,
after
bro.
F3?
Very natural flavor.
I was out of I wasn't out. I had a Ghost or a C4 sitting in the fridge.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll just drink this because, it's the last one. I took one sip of it and I was like, oh God,
Yeah.
I can't drink this.
It
My
tastes
wife
like
took a sip
chemicals,
and she
bro.
goes, nope. Yep.
It tastes like chemicals after you have something that's like a natural flavoring. So,
Okay.
yeah, thank you for sending me that. That is, dude, so good.
Take
Product
the orange
placement.
pickle, take an
HEB,
orange
baby,
pickle and
HEB.
Have a float.
have a float. Vanilla float, orange vanilla. Amazing.
Yeah. I had the peach and the orange, and they're both really good. Really good.
All
Anyway,
right, let's rate out before we
we're working on
overdo our
that.
sponsorship.
yeah,
Okay?
we're working on it. We'll work on something perhaps. But yeah, let's host out.
Love you.
Later. Love y'all.
Love you.
Bye bye.